Rodrigo, what's up?
Hey, how are
How are
you,
you doing
Sam?
today? You like this beat?
I actually do. It reminds me of home
Oh yeah.
a lot.
Oh, can you do a Hawaiian Kitchen accent?
Oh, what's up, you fuckers over here?
Yep.
This is 11 to 7, not 7-Eleven. So,
I'm here with Rodrigo, and my name is Sam. Mike's asleep right now.
Mike is actually knocked out underneath the microphone.
He's like over here.
He's recovering from IBS.
He is from the last episode.
He got IBS because the IRS is auditing him.
Oh damn, IRS.
Yeah.
How's your property tax?
Oh, my property tax is actually pretty high.
Pretty high.
If you guys didn't know this, I'm a
household.
Nah, shut the fuck up. Stop talking about that.
But anyways, this is Sam, and I'll be covering for Mike. And our special guest is Rodrigo. Say what's up.
Hello, everybody. Aloha.
Well,
What's
I gotta
up?
do
How's
the
it?
ritual. So we're 11 to 7, and we're just killing time, I guess. All right. So I guess you have a story for us.
I do have a story.
Okay. An actual murder.
Yes, this time it's an actual murder. The last time it came, didn't
That's
work
what
out
she
too
said.
well.
That's
And
what she said.
I have my yellow
You have your
legal pad,
note.
you know,
Yep,
my notes.
legal pad. Anyways, we're gonna start it
I
off
come
right now.
prepared.
Okay. Let me change the music.
You're gonna
to
change the music?
Set the mood.
Okay,
The same
okay.
music.
I'll talk while he's changing the mood. This murder is actually kind of infamous actually. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
It's a notorious murder. People may know it already.
You can
Let's
hear
just wait
Mike
for the
snoring in
music.
the background.
Yeah, let's just wait for the music.
You ready?
Yeah. Murder's not a cool thing.
You can hear him snoring so loud.
Do you guys hear that?
No, we can't. All right.
I like it though. I like the
Yeah, I like
snore.
it.
You should point his mic down
Yeah.
so it's like
No. He's literally sleeping.
it's super hot right now. So let me just.
Yeah. Do you think?
All right. So I titled my piece "A Murder in Cold Blood."
Oh shit! It's an actual murder.
Hold on. It's fucking hot.
Yeah.
This murder is actually I got the inspiration from Truman Capote.
Who's Truman Capote?
Hold on. You know Truman Capote?
No. I
He's
know Harry.
an author actually. He wrote the book In Cold Blood.
Mm-hmm.
It was in 1966 after he heard about the quadruple murder. Quadruple family murder.
Not one. Not two.
Quadruple, man.
Not three.
So when he learned about that, he actually went to Kansas with his childhood friend Harper Lee. You know Harper Lee?
Who's Harper Lee?
That doesn't sound familiar. To Kill a Mockingbird. She wrote To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's
so
his
Truman
childhood?
Capote and Sandra Bullock.
Oh shit.
He's like, did you say Sandra Bullock? You did not say that.
No, I did not say Sandra Bullock.
I just said that because Sandra Bullock played Harper Lee in the movie.
The Bird Box movie?
Yeah, Bird Box
That's it.
movie. She wrote To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know that book, yeah?
To Kill a Mockingbird, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like banned in schools.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
like the N-word.
So these are authors, yeah. So like, yeah, him and his Truman Capote. He's famous writer. He wrote Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
These
he
are,
wrote
these are
that.
Like the bestsellers.
Exactly.
authors,
So this was his first like true crime nonfiction.
There's this good book out now. It's been out.
What is
It's
it?
called
What
The
is it called?
Bible.
Oh,
I think
it's been out. It's
yeah.
the most popular book,
Yeah,
right?
there were 12 authors in that book.
12. Are you sure it wasn't 13? What happened to Judas?
I don't know.
They left out his book, right?
There's a bunch of authors, just plagiarism.
Yeah,
copyright
just
stuff,
fucking
yeah.
plagiarism. And then these authors become gods, and we
Yeah.
just listen to everything they say, right?
Yeah.
We're not allowed to be gay. We're not allowed to eat shrimp. Because we
Vegan.
follow authors,
Yeah. And dude, if you can hear Mike, he's like snoring. He's out.
I hear it.
So I think it's only gonna be us for this episode.
You know what? I don't know if it's a thing with you kids, but you guys can just knock out after 2 seconds and
No.
start snoring.
No, yeah, I understand him though. He just came from work, so he's
Yeah.
a little tired.
He just came for work and he got work in like a couple hours.
Yeah.
And then he got to work
The
11 to
I
7.
have that too, so yeah, he has to do.
You
11
see,
to
you guys
7.
hustle, man.
Yeah.
You guys hustle.
any-
Like,
Go ahead.
no, go.
Yeah, anything for 2 views. Wait, honestly, as long as like someone's listening, at least one person, like we'll keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Why not, man?
Anyways, continue with your story.
Oh yeah, so yeah, basically it's not inspired by him, but I got it from him. He wrote the book In Cold Blood. So this crime is actually covered in a novel, a true crime novel, but I'm just gonna give you the gist of it.
Yeah.
So he took 6 years for him to research this book.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Dude, I get bored researching after like 10 minutes.
I know, right? And because he saw the murder, he went to go visit the suspects. He actually went there in prison and everything, and then he published it.
Mhm.
Well, anyways,
Yeah.
I'll just continue.
Yep.
So we start in Kansas, western Kansas, where the lovely Clutter family lives.
Clutter.
Yeah,
It's all over the place, man.
Yeah, man, they're hoarders.
Oh, nice.
Nah.
There's nothing wrong with being a hoarder.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with being a whore. No, there isn't wrong. No.
Jesus.
I love everybody.
It's fun. Cool.
Fun. PC, diplomatic. So, the Herb family was head by. The Clutter family was head by Herb. He's the man of the house.
You know what a herb is?
What
it's
is
like
it?
a cow. A herb.
No, it's not. A
No,
herb
it's
is a plant.
No, it's a heifer. It's another word. You know what I mean?
I knew you were thinking of heifer. Yeah, I never knew that too. When people called you a fucking heifer.
Yeah.
You a fucking heifer. I'm like,
you know,
a heifer.
where I
A
first
hefty
learned
bag?
that word? There was this like anti-bullying meeting we had in high school.
Mhm.
Or, I mean 8th grade.
Mhm.
So we went to like our high school, and we saw this video, and then someone called. In this video, a demonstration, someone called someone a heifer.
And then what? You guys were all like,
Yeah.
what's a heifer?
heifer.
You fucking 8th
We
grade
didn't even
brains
know,
are like, heifer? You mean Hugh Heifer?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
You're just gonna say that?
Yeah. Continue.
You
with
horny
the story.
kid. Anyways, I'm sorry. So Herb Clutter was the father of the house. He had 2 older daughters named Ivana and Beverly, and but they actually were adults at this time, and they already moved on for their own life. But he also had 2 younger daughters, Nancy, who was 16.
Pelosi.
Yeah. Oh no, I love Nancy Pelosi. And Kenyon, who was 15. Kenyon, Kenyon,
Yeah.
Kenyon. And his wife Bonnie,
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie, who's always fucking pregnant. Okay, no. He was really well respected farmer. He actually employed his farm hands. He had as many as 15 employees. And one of those farm hands, or throughout the stuff, actually went to prison, and we'll get back to that later.
Oh.
So we're gonna begin. Not begin. We're gonna go on to the next 2 suspects.
Oh shit.
The first suspect. Wait, are you confused right now? Did
A
I
little
just
bit.
confuse
A
you?
little bit. Can you get?
So I introduced you to the family.
Yeah.
They're in
Clutter.
Kansas. They're
Yeah.
living in Kansas.
Mhm.
Fucking rural Kansas on the farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're hoarders.
Something happens to them. They're whores and hoarders.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're there.
Yep.
So we're gonna jump to the prison.
Okay.
The prison is holding Richard Eugene Dick Hickok. I'm saying Dick like that because in Wikipedia, Dick is in parentheses, so it's
Dick Hickok.
Richard Eugene Dick Hickok. That's an awesome ass name,
Yeah.
right? Richard Dick Hickok. You got
Probably
2 dicks
bullied
there.
in school.
Actually, he did not get bullied in school. He grew up on a farm as well. And he was super athletic in high school. And he went to high school in Kansas. He grew up in Kansas also.
Yeah. They have a big like sports program.
Oh, for real in Kansas?
Yeah, Kansas. Yeah.
Is that what
basketball.
they're all about?
Basketball. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What's their basketball team?
No, it's a the college.
Kansas City, huh?
Yeah, Kansas. It's just Kansas. for,
Oh,
basketball,
okay.
college basketball.
Oh, okay.
They also have like Kansas City Royals. It's a baseball team. Side note.
Look at
yeah.
you, sports man.
Sports. Yeah.
Next theme for stuff, sports murder.
Yes.
But yeah, after an accident in 1950, it damaged his brain, and it made him like permanently disfigured.
Mhm.
So he kind of looks messed up. So I feel like that like he was athletic student or whatever, and then something fucked up his brain.
Mhm.
He wanted to go to college, but he didn't have money, so he ended up becoming a mechanic. He had a failed marriage, he had one kid from a failed marriage
Yeah.
because he was caught cheating.
Oh,
He
man.
ended up marrying the mistress and having 2 more kids, and then he divorced her again
Yeah.
because he sucked, I guess. And petty crime like cheating and like fraud led him to prison.
Oh, cheating! You can go to jail for cheating.
I guess it says
That's
cheating.
a petty crime. Damn.
Is
that's
that a
crazy.
petty crime? Hold on, let me read this shit.
Is this?
No, it was cheating like cheating like business checks and
Oh,
whatever.
like yeah, like
yeah,
under
yeah.
the tables.
Why?
shit.
You a cheater, Sam?
No.
You gonna make sure you're not gonna go to jail?
What the hell?
So in prison, that's where he met Perry Edward Smith. I think that's where he met him. Well, that's where he with the second suspect. His name was Perry Edward Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So Smith was born in Nevada. His parents were rodeo performers. What is that like?
When did this take place? By the
I
way?
think in the 60s,
Oh, in the
50s to 60s.
yeah. Vegas is kind of like new.
I should know this shit. Let me check.
They literally.
Yeah, 60s,
Yeah,
like
okay,
50s,
yeah.
60s.
So Vegas was kind
70s.
of like new.
Yeah. Vegas was new. I don't think he lived near Vegas though. He was in Nevada, like somewhere away from
Yeah,
Vegas.
Nevada, yeah.
Yeah, their parents were rodeo performers. I don't know if they were like rodeo clowns or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
They eventually moved to Alaska.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a quite contrast place.
I know, right?
Contrast.
Fucking desert, and then you're going to the snow,
Yeah.
and you're in the fucking. Is Alaska where they have like daylight for months and then darkness for months?
Someplace in the.
It is, right?
cold,
Alaska.
Antarctica, like an hour.
Yeah, Alaska. No. Was it Alaska? I think it's Alaska.
I
Yeah.
think it's North Pole. The North Pole.
No, I think it's Alaska. We'll
Oh.
research this later. But in Alaska, he was abused. His father would like physically abuse and mentally abuse his wife and 4 kids.
Oh shit.
So, and then when he was after all the abuse, the mother moved. Like after a few years of the abuse, they moved. She took the kids and moved them to San Francisco, and that's where she living. She became an alcoholic, and at 13, he found his mother dead, choked on her own vomit.
Oh my god.
She was like
crazy.
choked on her own vomit and she's dead. And then the Catholic orphanage took him and the children into the orphanage, took him in, and that's where it was said that the nuns would abuse him mentally and physically. And then he was there for a while, and then the Salvation Army orphanage took him in, and again the caretakers there would also abuse him. So he's just living with fucking
Yeah.
abuse after abuse after abuse.
His life is cluttered.
Bruh, yeah. Yeah, his life was cluttered, man. His life was just.
Yeah.
So he joined the army and shit, you know, all that angst and whatever.
To let out all his rage.
I think so. It says at 16 he was in the Merchant Marine. I don't know what Merchant Marine is. What is that? You know what that is?
Probably not
Probably
sure.
like, and I don't know. And then in 48 he joined the army.
48?
Where he was in 1948.
Okay.
He joined the army where he fought, or he was serving during the Korean War.
Oh,
Uncle
shit,
Jeff, you
yeah,
think Uncle Jeff knows him?
No,
Oh
this
my
he.
god, man.
No, dude, he was. Uncle Jeff was born in '57.
Oh shit. Okay.
Another
okay.
Korean War.
Oh, okay.
Another one.
Well, despite during when he was in the military,
This
he
was after
This
World
is
War II.
after his. Was this after World War? Oh yeah, it is. You're smart. Yeah, because World War II was at 45.
Yeah,
Damn, I live in Hawaii in Pearl Harbor. I don't even know, man.
it's okay.
So despite during the military, he was very he was super bad. he would like
He got
would
discharged?
yeah, like he would like do dumb
He-
shit
he
in
wouldn't
public
follow
in
rules.
Korea.
Oh yeah, who would just be like,
Yeah, unruly, and he would even
Yeah.
pick fights with the what do you call them? The civilians in Korea
He
and
didn't
stuff.
follow the Marines code.
No.
Or like just be civil. He wasn't
Exactly. See, so he just despite all that, they honorably discharged him.
civil.
So he just left the military.
I see.
This is Smith now. So they both end up in prison. These are the two suspects: Richard Eugene Dick Hickok. We'll call him Dick, and Perry Edward Smith. So Dick and Smith are in the prison.
Dick and Smith.
So it was said that Dick was already in prison, and he actually asked Smith to break parole so you could go back in prison. But Smith actually wanted to break his parole to meet someone else in prison, so he's going in there anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So once they were in prison, they heard from. I may be butchering the story, FYI.
Mm-hmm. It's
So,
okay.
yeah, just read the book and then.
It's not like you
fucking-
butchered the last episode.
Yeah.
It's okay. What the hell?
Yeah, the camera can see this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So when they were in prison, they heard from an inmate named Floyd Wells, who was a former employee of the Clutter family, that Herb Clutter keeps $10,000 cash in a safe he has in his house.
People usually store their money like under their mattresses,
Yeah.
inside walls.
Or in the fucking bank. But yeah. They store their places in weird ass shits.
Damn.
Like, why you gotta put it in a safe?
So,
Under the baseboards? You like that?
yeah.
I think I want to check my baseboards when I get home.
Yeah, it's fine money.
They might have yeah.
Oh, also, I think Herb is... Wait, the guy who snitched?
No. The guy who snitched was Floyd Wells.
Floyd Wells is a snitch.
Yeah, he's a snitch.
He's a snitch.
He's getting stitches.
Yeah.
What were you gonna
Stitches.
say?
No,
Say
I
your
was gonna
joke.
make
Say
a
your
stupid
joke.
joke.
Yeah, I want to
No,
hear
no,
it.
go ahead,
I want to
go
hear it though.
No, I don't have a stupid joke.
You just don't want to
I
fail
don't
it,
have.
huh?
I don't have. Yeah. Continue.
You don't want to fail it. So yeah, they heard from Floyd Wells. So Dick and Smith were like, "Oh shit, this guy has fucking $10,000 in his house." So Dick makes a plan to go to let's go out and rob this guy because it's easy money.
So Smith and his dick. I mean, Dick.
Smith and his Dick.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the gun called? Smith and Wesson?
Yeah, Smith and Wesson.
Yeah, no. So, the night came when the plan wanted to be done. That doesn't make sense. So, on November 14th, after driving 400 miles across to the state of Kansas.
They were really dedicated.
Yeah,
for this one.
they wanted, $10,000.
Yeah. How much is that?
I would
in
never
today's
kill a
currency?
family for that, but
Maybe more. How much?
10,000 with
in.
inflation. Can you
Yeah.
Google that?
Yeah, I'll Google it real quick.
Okay,
Keep telling
yeah.
the story.
How much was $10,000 now? So, on November 14th, Hickok and Smith arrive at the home. They entered. They. My fob is coming out. They entered through an unlocked door while the family was sleeping.
Who the
Lock
hell?
your doors.
Maybe the one of the workers left the door open intentionally.
Oh,
The one who snitched.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, it is
$10,000. $10,000 then in 1966.
94,000. 100 racks maybe.
94,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
10,000 in 1950. Yes.
Well,
Let me
put
see.
1960 actually.
1960. Okay. Oh, 1 second.
No. Go. Keep going.
I put 1969. Holy shit. 1 second. Okay. Continue.
So, they arrive at the house and they go through the door. Go ahead.
All right. So it's 85,000.
That's still a lot of money.
That's still a lot.
That's still a lot.
That's a
of
lot,
fucking
but
money.
it's not. It doesn't.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
you-
for two criminals that do petty crime, that's fucking, like, bitch.
Yeah.
I'll kill this. I'll kill someone.
they don't care. They
Of
don't
course,
care.
none of these. Well, no one cared about them when they were kids.
Such a dick.
So stop abusing your kids, people.
Such a dick. All right. Continue.
Stupid. Anyways, for the third time, they broke into the house.
Mhm.
Not break into the house. They entered the house because the door was unlocked, and they woke the Clutters up. Fucking panic. God, and fucking. They discovered that there was no safe. There was no safe, so they ended up binding and gagging the whole family.
Oh shit.
And they searched the house everywhere. They like ransacked the whole place to look for money, but there was nothing. The only thing they could find was I'm sorry, hold on, I lost my track. I stopped taking notes and started just looking at the stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing they found was roughly $50 and binoculars and a transistor radio. So if I don't have transistor radio, binoculars, and $50.
That's not worth $10,000.
Hell no.
That Floyd Wells is lying.
Exactly, that's why. So that fucked up. Floyd's fucked up for saying that kind of rumor, because these two people went there to rob him.
Was it a rumor? Continue.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
Wells.
They assume that Herb won't tell the information. Obviously, he'll never give the information.
Mm-hmm.
So they just decided not to leave any witnesses.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. And they went on to execute the family.
How?
Well, you see, when the police arrive after, Herb Clutter was found in his pajamas, sprawled on a mattress in the basement. He was stabbed, gagged, and his throat was slashed across the neck with a shotgun charge fired to his head.
Damn, they did everything to him.
Fuck, I forgot one part that I was gonna say.
That's it.
Oh, in Truman Capote's book, there's like a famous quote or famous part where he says that Smith notoriously said or recounted later, and he said, "I didn't want to harm the man. I thought he was a very nice gentleman, soft-spoken. I thought he was so right up to the moment I cut his throat." So yeah, he just needed to get rid of the fucking.
Why don't they just let them be and just leave?
I know, right? Like there's no CSI then. No one was gonna say anything. He should have just fled the state.
Yeah.
But no, he had to take a
400
life.
miles. No one's gonna look for you.
Yeah.
400
miles away.
Just leave. You don't need to slash his throat.
But he
Stab
did.
him. Yeah.
He fucking did. Not only did that happen,
he was literally killing time.
But on a couch in the room next to it was 15-year-old Kenyon Neal Clutter.
Yeah.
She was bound and gagged and also shot in the head with a I don't know why I was gonna say nutcracker, with a shotgun. And then upstairs was a body bound and gagged and also shot in the head of Nancy Mae Clutter, the 16-year-old daughter.
Dude, everyone was literally cluttered as hell.
Yeah.
All over the house.
The fucking pieces of brain was cluttering the walls.
Oh my god.
The fucking bodies was cluttering the home.
Respect the dead.
Respect the dead. Oh my god, I just realized there's still 2 family members.
Oh my god, they're still
alive. I think Eviana and Beverly.
Oh my god. This is just yeah.
Okay, you know what? Let's just move on. So all of them took the shotgun to the head.
It sucks, man.
So the bodies were discovered and everything, and they fled the scene basically. And then I'm sorry, you guys.
No.
I'm lost, man.
What do you think? So they fled the scene.
Yeah, they fled the scene.
So what happened to the other kids?
Oh, I don't know what happened to the other kids.
They just left them?
They fucking. What do you mean the other kids?
So if you said there
are 2 older daughters that have their own life already, like somewhere else.
Okay, so
yeah, so they're adults living away. This family was just there by itself.
So the other part.
Yeah.
The family. So are you going back to like what Truman said? Like I know that they interviewed the Hitchcock and Smith.
Hickok, Dick, and Smith.
Yeah.
So they eventually got caught in damn, I lost my place, you guys.
It's okay.
I mean you, Sam. I totally don't know what happened.
You don't know what
I do know what happened. I just don't know.
You can
where
just
it is.
tell me like a summary.
Well, I'm just gonna like recant it. They were eventually like caught in Nevada. I forgot how they were caught. like how
They were seen gone.
they're seen gone. They're seen disappeared eventually.
Yeah.
Yo, like,
Anyways,
quick, bro.
let me mention to you guys. Keep researching.
Yeah, I keep researching.
Rodrigo. Mike is still.
Is he still
asleep.
knocked
He's
out?
Still knocked out.
You think we should murder him?
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't murder anyone.
I know.
No one deserves to get murdered. And
Oh, okay.
okay, there we go.
So,
I just held on for a little bit. I was like
So-
gasping for air.
so Dick and Smith, they were captured in Nevada because they stole a car, and the car that from Iowa that they stole was identified, and they were caught in Nevada, and I guess someone ratted out on them.
Was it Floyd Wells?
No, it wasn't. I think Floyd died.
Okay.
Yeah, my story's going all over the place.
All over the place. It's cluttered.
It's basically in memory of the Clutter family. I decided to clutter my ending.
Jesus Christ, that's dark.
Once they've been captured and blah 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 confessions. Oh, so yeah, they ended up getting confessions out of them, and they confessed. They basically said, "Yep, we killed them. We killed the motherfuckers."
Shit.
They didn't say that like verbatim. I'm just making that up.
Do they have crime scene photos?
You know what? I didn't research that hard. I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
You people have Google, so please.
Yeah, please look them up.
Please look it up.
That's cluttered on the internet.
It's so cluttered. Bruh, I lost it. Fuck. Where it went, bruh?
So what did they get? Did they get life in prison? Did they get like a life sentence? I mean, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Of course. That's what I'm trying to look for.
1 second, he's a little.
I'm a little slow.
He's panicking. But anyways, Mike is still fucking asleep. Rodrigo,
Yes.
what happened?
So what happened was they were captured
Oh, okay. They were captured. You said that.
and they confessed.
Yep, you said.
So they were flown to Nevada, where they stood trial for the murders. In 1960, they were tried, and the verdict came out as guilty, and the death penalty was recommended for them.
Recommended, not
No, not stuff, but recommended.
through what? Electric chair,
It doesn't.
syringe,
Hanging.
hanging. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the next 5 years, they stayed in death row in Kansas.
Yeah.
And
1 second. This guy's like breathing so
you can
hard.
hear it. I
Yeah.
can't hear it.
Okay, continue.
So they were.
Oh my God, this guy is.
And there's
set
his
an
alarm. It's okay. Let him wake up. Let him wake up.
Alarm, please. All right. All right, continue.
They were executed by hanging on April 14th.
Yeah.
So
Wait, they interviewed. Well, obviously Truman interviewed them first.
yeah.
before they-
Well, yeah. So Truman interviewed him while they were in prison. It's all in the movie, by the way. You guys should watch.
What movie?
There are 2 movies on this. I never watched the Philip Seymour Hoffman one, which I should, but then I didn't think he was. I don't know why I didn't think it looked good. It's called Capote or something, and then there's another movie with Sandra Bullock. That's why I mentioned her.
Oh, I see.
And the other English actor, I forgot his name. I can't believe I forgot it because
Benedict
he's such a
Cumberbatch.
great actor. No, he's not. He's like a shorter.
Rowan Atkinson.
He actually, no, not Rowan, not Mr. Bean. This guy actually resembles Truman, the real Truman Capote, way more. Even his voice, he talks like this, like the real Truman Capote.
Oh, I
And like, so I like that movie because that movie like actually like it looked cool.
Oh,
But yeah,
I
in the movie, I don't know if in real life because I didn't do enough of my research. He goes to the prison and he's interviewing the prisoners and shit
Yeah.
and whatever and it's cool. And then there's a little Harper Lee
I see.
cameo and
Yeah, I
shit.
see, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was said though that he kind of like fluffed some things in his book. But what are you gonna expect? He's an author.
Yeah.
It's a
Of
book.
course,
He has
yeah.
to.
Gotta keep
He
the
has to.
excitement.
He has to sell it. It's actually the second best-selling true crime novel of all time.
Oh, I see. What was the first one?
Helter Skelter, which is about the Manson murders.
The
The
Manson-
Charles Manson
Charles
murders.
Manson.
Yeah, and then this one, The In Cold Blood, is a second best-selling true crime novel. Yeah, you should read those, man.
Yeah.
And in mind. So where was I? Oh, so there were last words. Let's do the last words before they were getting hanged.
yeah,
Let's just end it, right?
Yeah, I'm so fascinated, but I on my free time.
Keep going while I.
Yeah, on my free time, I usually look up like people's last words before death row, their last meal. You can
Yeah.
request anything.
Why do you suppose you looked that up?
I don't know. It's just interesting because I listen and also watch like true crime podcasts. I also watch a few documentaries on that.
What do you feel when you look at it, or is there like some kind of feeling?
Dude, I feel fucking
It's-
creeped out.
So it's really it's out of curiosity, right?
Yeah.
You
Oh
just
my
wanna
God,
see.
this one. As long as it's like, what do you call this? Like manageable. Like you can't request. Someone requested like to eat like a dead baby.
Shut up.
Yeah.
For the last meal?
Yeah.
What, did they fucking give it to him?
No, hell no. Why would they give you that?
For a second, I'm like, did they fucking give him that?
No, but yeah, you like some prisons don't even
Do
give
that,
give that option.
give that fucking
Imagine
humanity.
being in death row and knowing you're gonna die. So you're just living your life. I mean,
You think they're trying to reform, or they know they don't give a fuck anymore, so they're like, fuck this.
so
What have you heard?
why would you? I don't know. What's the
Why would you want to make your life better if you know you're gonna die? No.
No. I don't know. I'm just like
Speak it. Let me
perplexed
try.
by. I don't know. Like I'm just trying to figure out what goes through their mind when they like get the death sentence and you know you're gonna die. It's such a crazy. Must be a crazy feeling.
Yeah, I was watching this documentary about death row inmates. I think I forgot. It was an old one, but oh no, it was a Herzog documentary about death row, which is really good.
Yeah.
In the Darkness or something, Into the Darkness.
Into the darkness.
You should watch that.
Okay.
Cause yeah, so they interview him, but yeah, I wonder that too. Cause wouldn't you be severely depressed? I think that's how one of them felt too, like severely depressed, cause you know you're fucking not living for anything anymore. What are you gonna do for society? What are you gonna do? You're just living.
Yeah. Also, you should. There's this freaking series that I used to watch, Prison Break. It's basically
Oh yeah.
Like the
Wait, they're
plot-
death row in there? In Prison Break?
so this guy, he's a smart guy, is a little brother. He has a big brother who went to prison, and he's in death row, and he's gonna get murdered. I mean, he's gonna get the death punishment. So what he does is he tries to save him. So he goes to jail on purpose. Like he outlines the whole. Well, he designed the whole what do you call that? The prison. He designed the whole prison, so he knows like the layout of the prison. So what he does is he tattoos the prison layout on his like body.
Oh.
So he knows like the ins and out.
That is cool.
You should
I mean,
watch it.
not cool because prisoners shouldn't do that.
Prison
but
Break. It's a good show. I haven't finished it, but
yeah.
it's
I want to figure out what this fucking documentary was, because it's actually very good.
yeah.
Oh, so let me get to the last
Yeah,
word.
last
I'm
words.
sorry.
We'll wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up. So the Clutter family. So Smith. Oh, so I said April 14th was April 1965. April 14th was the appointed execution time.
Yeah.
And Smith was first to get hanged, and his last words were, "I think it is a hell of a thing that a life has to be taken in this matter. I say this especially because there's a great deal I could have offered society."
What? Like you killed the person?
Exactly. I'm like, what the fuck?
Such a hypocrite.
Yeah, I certainly think capital punishment is legally and morally wrong.
Morally wrong.
Exactly. Any apology for what I have done would be meaningless at this time.
Of course. 'Cause
I
you're
don't
gonna
have
die.
any animosity toward anyone involved in this matter. I think that is all. So That's weird, right?
Yeah.
He's saying, I think you shouldn't fucking do death row. That's legal. It's immoral to do that. But I can't do anything to say sorry. What happened, basically.
It's hard. Like people argue, start to take. Why would you take a life away? It's not your right. You know, it's a whole controversy about that. But also, what makes you think you have the right to kill someone?
Yeah, that's already wrong at first place.
There's a whole controversy.
So what's the proper punishment for someone who takes a life?
That's the thing. I guess in like other countries, eye for an eye.
Yeah.
And some more conservative countries, it's like I don't know.
Death row or something.
It depends on the crime and also it's
sure, yeah. But something like
subjective.
this, four members of a family is already like
you have no right.
given.
In general, I guess humans are naturally instinctively wild. I guess I don't know.
Yo.
Well, I have a question for you. You think people are naturally good or like innocent?
What is good and innocent?
That's true.
Isn't that what society makes?
That's true.
Isn't that what society constructs? What's right and wrong?
I guess people like to organize and categorize stuff, you know, so I guess being good and innocent means like I don't know, like doing something in society that what do you call this? That does no harm.
Yeah.
Like anything positive, I think.
Yeah.
And
well, we have, the original fucking book of rules and moral, the Bible and the commandments.
I guess, yeah.
So I guess following those.
Well, it's who knows? Yeah, who knows? Yeah. But anyways, you think people are naturally
I feel
evil?
like it. I think people are naturally and they get raised to become like
it's
that.
Through knowledge.
Are you trying to say are people born evil kind of thing?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a really hard. I'm not a psychologist or a sociologist, so it's hard to answer that question.
Yeah.
But I mean, deep down, I feel like people become the way they are. Like
Through
you don't start off a murderer.
Yeah, it's through experiences,
Yes,
trials, tribulations,
I think so.
and stuff like that.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because there are psychopaths and sociopaths that aren't murderers also.
That's true.
But they're just sociopathic and psychopathic.
Life is a weird. It's just
Humans are weird.
Humans are
the fucking mind is weird. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, so let me get you the last words of Dick Hickok.
Oh man.
So this was Dick's last word. We heard Smith, who was I forgot to mention this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, there's this alarm again. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Dick said that Smith was responsible for all the murders. Like I think he said something like that.
So he just tried to like cover.
Yeah,
himself.
like cover himself. So he threw everything on him.
He said, she said.
Yeah, basically. But I know he's. So the last words of Hickok, who Smith was hung, and he was pronounced dead at 12:41 a.m.
Was Dick hung too? Dude, I'm fast.
We weren't even real. Oh man, you could have told that joke a little later though, cause he wasn't hung yet. His last words. So this is Dick's last words. They ask him, "Do you have any last words?" And Hickok replies, "No, I guess I don't." And then
anticlimactic.
And then he mentions to the agent, "You're sending me to a better place than this." And he also added that he bears no grudge against the curse, for this case. And then he shook hands with the person and said goodbye.
Oh shit.
So yeah, so
just
he was
casual.
just
Hey,
like,
I'm gonna die.
he was like, "Nope, I guess I don't have any words. You can kill me. I have no hard feelings against the church, even though fucking nuns abused you when you were a kid. No hard feelings, just brush it off." And then shook his hand goodbye, and he died at 1:19 a.m.
I guess he had he accepted it. Yeah,
I guess that's true.
Big dick
That's
energy.
true.
Right?
Yeah. Woo!
I'm on a roll.
You on a fucking roll.
Yeah, man.
They call you butter, huh?
That was trash.
Fuck you.
Well, fuck you too.
So yeah, that was the murder
Of
the Clutter family.
Wow.
May their lives ever be neat in heaven.
Yeah. Fuck you, Dick, and
I could tell you
Smith.
more about like what happened, but no, I'm tired.
Yeah. Well. Wow, that's really.
How are you proud of
I'll give
me?
you a clap. Can you give yourself a clap too? So, well, for me, the story is really great, really interesting.
Was it really?
It really was, and you incorporated Truman. He went to like interview the
Yeah.
people. It's crazy.
Truman Capote talk
So
like
he's like
this. I
a
think
journalist / writer.
he's an
Like,
author. Yeah.
He just wanted to like, he wanted to write a book about the murder, I guess. Then he just pursued.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Cause
he's,
he,
like, top
I
of
think
the
he wrote
murders.
he just wrote nonfiction then, like Breakfast at Tiffany's. You know that, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
he's-
So
Kill Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird, his friend Harper Lee. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That's cool. Like him and his fucking childhood friend. Yo, you want to come to Kansas with me? Check out this quadruple murder. Yeah.
Oh, there's this
And I don't think she wrote To Kill a Mockingbird then
I don't
too.
know. Kansas reminds me of. I used to watch the show Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
man.
And they're in Kansas.
Yeah. this
My
is
brother
their
watches
hometown.
that show. Shout out to
Carry-
Raji.
You know that song, "Carry on My Wayward"?
Yeah. Carry on my wayward. Oh. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you want to sing this one? Can you sing it?
No,
acoustic?
no.
I'll
In another episode.
another episode. Wow, dude, that thing was crazy.
Was it better
That was
than my
crazy.
other one?
Yes, it was
The
actually
China Rose.
some juicy details. Oh my god.
The next one, I'm gonna have the actual murderer come in.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna keep one upping everything
Yeah,
until the next one.
you're a dick.
I'm gonna have the murderer.
Oh, there's this famous murderer, Richard Iceman. He's from Jersey City. Yeah, he's crazy.
Is that the next one? Local murders.
We can do that one.
Oh shit, bro.
He's fucking crazy. He lived a double life. He was in the mafia. And
Wait, what mafia? The Cuban mafia? The
Je-
Italian mafia?
I think it was the
What is he?
Genovese,
What is he?
Italian mafia.
Oh, he's Italian. He's Italian.
I don't know if he's Italian per se, but he worked for either the Colombo family or the Genovese family. So he's a
Genovese?
so he lived in
Was he related to
Kitty Genovese.
Kitty
no,
Genovese?
But he lived a double life. He would go home to his family, have normal dinner, but then he would just leave the house, not explain anything to his family.
This sounds like more like a hitman kind of guy.
He is a hit.
Oh,
So
okay.
He wouldn't explain anything to his wife.
Oh,
So he was just kept bringing
like Tony
money.
Soprano.
He's living a normal life. Their neighbors didn't know what was happening, and his specialty was to put people like in Iceman. So you kind of figure
Oh,
this guy's from Jersey City.
Yo,
Give you the chills, right?
fucking shit.
Did you get that? Cause
Yeah.
Iceman. It's pretty
Hey,
good. But anyways, thank you for stopping.
you're
by
welcome.
again.
I'm so happy I did this
Yeah,
again.
thank you so much.
I wasn't sure you're gonna invite me back because
No,
I
dude,
fucked
you're
up.
always welcome.
I'm, you know, I'll do everything. I'll do everything. You want me to?
Man. I just want to give a big shout out to you. Anyways, dude, you help out in everything. so
No,
much
shut up.
bananas.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
for
you.
funding or give a little love.
Shut up. Thank you, Sam. Thank you
Yeah.
for creating this podcast.
Yes, anytime. This is actually inspired by my favorite murderer.
Yes,
giving-
yes,
giving
yes.
them all the
Listen to that.
Giving them all the credit. This wouldn't be possible without them. Even though if they
Amazing
don't
comedians,
listen,
amazing
yeah,
writers.
amazing comedians, amazing writers, and yeah, just overall, thank you, man. And
Thank you.
Mike's still knocked out.
He's knocked out on the floor.
Yep. So, anyways, final message, Rodrigo.
Please lock your doors.
Yes.
Lock your fucking
Don't
doors.
leave a clutter.
Don't leave a. Yes, clean your rooms.
Yes, and make sure you don't mention to your like anyone if someone's in your house
That
even
you have money.
that you have money. This is crazy. Like, don't
Oh,
brag
man.
about having.
Well,
money.
Floyd
I-
Wills even fucking lied.
he
Well, who
ma-
knows if he lied?
Imagine what Floyd's conscience. Well, you said.
Well, he's in
died.
prison. I think he
He's in
died.
prison.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for our episode. Thank you for stopping by again, Rodrigo. If you like us, please follow us on Instagram, 11 to 7, and also on Twitter. We officially made one, 11 to 7 podcast, and we're on Facebook too. Add us on Facebook, and yeah, Rodrigo, give a plug to your social media
Yo, find me on Instagram
at
at rodrigosays.com.
Rodrigo S.
www.rodrigosays.com.
.com. Yeah.
Oh wait, and then also my film photo Instagram.
Yes.
WHTTP/ www.rodrigosaysjr
Yes,
junior.
Junior.
I was gonna say junior, but you might spell it
Yeah.
out. rodrigosaysjunior.com.
There we go, and that's it for 11 to 7.
Thank
I'm
you.
Sam. Mike's here.
I'm Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, and we just killed time. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.